News every 15 minutes, weather every 10, and sports twice an hour.
Newstalk, KGVO, AM 1290, and now 101.5 FM.
You're listening to Montana Morning with Peter Christian.
The worst news possible out of Canada. Good morning, everyone. It's Montana Morning. It's Wednesday, September 16th, 2015. Right now, the sky is cloudy. We have 45 degrees in Missoula. Our newscast this morning sponsored by Missoula Nissan Hyundai. Drive what you want affordably. Stop by and see Hyundai with America's best warranty. Located on Brooks next to Southgate Mall. Our top story this morning, the body of 2-year-old Haley Dunbar Blanchette was found late yesterday in a rural area near Blairmore, Alberta, Canada, following an Amber Alert to find the missing child. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police have been searching for the missing girl, whose father was found dead inside a home in southwestern Alberta. A suspect is now in custody. Superintendent Tony Hamare says a 22-year-old man has been arrested, but no charges have yet been filed. The RCMP has also found a white van associated with the investigation. Police issued an Amber Alert Monday for Haley and expanded it to British Columbia and into Montana. Haley's mother rushed from her home in Edmonton, Alberta, to be with relatives near her former boyfriend's home. Again, the body of 2-year-old Haley Dunbar Blanchette found in Canada. By a vote of 8-3 on Monday night, the Missoula City Council closed the curtain on exotic animal acts within the city limits. Ward 1's Brian von Lossberg authored the resolution after some constituents brought the subject of animal cruelty to his attention. He resisted the idea that the ordinance will bring an end to the annual Shrine Circus fundraiser held in the spring in the Adams Center.
The Shrine Circus in L.A. Last year, that circus is continuing to go on without those animal acts. There are all kinds of examples of circuses moving to exotic and wild animal-free performances across the country.
Ward 5's Annalise Hedall was one of the 3 dissenting votes.
Inevitably, I feel like all we did was really hurt the Shriners Circus, so I'm optimistic to hear the amount of support of people that are going to help with the circus in the following years, but the Shriners do an amazing job, and the support of the hospital, Shriners hospitals and whatnot, and what they do is, amazing.
The Shrine Circus has been an annual event in Missoula for over 65 years. Speaking of the City Council, there was a primary last night, and in Ward 2, the 4 individuals were Harlan Wells, Jack Rowan, Anita Green, and Eileen Inman. Harlan Wells gathered by far the most votes, 770, followed by Rowan with 371, Green with 215, and Inman with 177. A person considering a run for office does not have to file with the Commissioner of Political Practices unless he or she has solicited or received contributions or spent money in a campaign. Commissioner Jonathan Model ruled yesterday that Montana law allows room for a person to, quote, flirt, end quote, with being a candidate before actually declaring. Model rejected a complaint filed by a Butte resident against entrepreneur Greg Gianforte. Richard Labreche accused Gianforte of acting like a candidate before the Bozeman Republicans' August filing for an exploratory run for governor in 2016. The complaint says Gianforte spent money on a website, an employee, and went on a statewide speaking tour. Model agreed with Gianforte's arguments, but the money he spent was as an individual and not as a candidate. Experts from the Montana Office of Insurance Commissioner Monica Lundeen will be in Missoula today to offer free one-on-one help for area residents struggling with insurance problems after the major storms in early August. Chief Counsel Jesse Laslovich has more.
We want to have boots on the ground there to speak with folks one-on-one in their community. They don't have to call Helena. They don't have to come to Helena, and hopefully provide them guidance, advocacy, and assistance to make sure that whatever damage to their property is fixed in an effective and efficient manner.
Laslovich said forms will be available to fill out, and homeowners will also receive personal one-on-one attention.
If we think that there's grounds for for a complaint by the consumer, we'll have some forms there for folks to fill out that will be submitted to our office, and we'll try to go to bat for them with the insurance company.
The presentations will be short, with most of the time allotted for one-on-one sessions. The sessions are from 3 until 5 today, and then 6 until 8 p.m. tonight at the Guest House Inn and Suites at 3803 Brook Street. Attendees with insurance or repair issues are encouraged to bring any paperwork relevant to their case, including insurance policies, receipts from repairs, etc. Montana's fire season began quietly but quickly grew to the second largest of the decade after lightning storms ignited a rash of blazes that spread quickly amid bone-dry conditions. Data from the Northern Rockies Coordination Center show more than 522 square miles burned this year across the state, about two-thirds of that within national forests. The biggest fire season this decade, of course, 2012, when 1,900 square miles burned on federal, state, reservation, and private land. And, of course, the fire season is not yet over. A power line just west of Missoula caused a closure of I-90 during the Tuesday morning commute, left about 1,200 customers without power for several hours. The Montana Department of Transportation reported live wires fell across the interstate between the Airway and Reserve Street exits about 7 o'clock. Northwestern Energy spokesman Butch Larkham said the cause of the fire is still unknown.
We had a fire on a pole just west of the I-90 Reserve Street interchange there, and the fire caused the line to drop across the interstate. I haven't heard of a specific cause. It's something, just some sort of electrical failure that led to a fire on the pole.
Missoula City Fire Battalion Chief Derek Mullins says businesses and residences in the area of Grand Creek and North Reserve were out of power for about 6 hours. According to the Missoula County Sheriff's Office, the highway was reopened at about 8 a.m. A state judge has ordered former Wyoming death row inmate Dale Eaton to attend a court hearing in Casper next week as prosecutors for the second time seek the death penalty against him. Eaton was convicted in 2004 of the 1988 murder of Lisa Marie Kimball, who was 18 at the time of Billings. U.S. District Judge Alan Johnson of Cheyenne last fall overturned Eaton's death sentence, saying he didn't get an adequate defense. The Casper District Attorney's Office has filed notice that it's seeking the death penalty for Eaton yet again. Missoula and Syria may seem worlds away, but as millions struggle to leave that war-torn country, many in the Missoula area are working to ensure that they have a safe place to flee. Missoula City Councilwoman Emily Bentley is a vocal proponent of that movement.
We are piggybacking onto the Welcome Refugees movement, which is an international movement. And we started a group called Welcome Refugees Missoula, and we are a sister organization of a group called Soft Landings Missoula. Soft Landings Missoula is trying to bring 10 families trying to escape conflict in that region to Missoula to rebuild their lives.
Bentley says there's a fundraiser going on to help support Missoula's sister city, Neckargemünd, Germany.
The main thing I'm working on is working to raise money for our sister city in Germany for Syrian refugees there. And we're working with the Jeanette Refugee Center. Our sister city doesn't have that many refugees right now. It's actually a bedroom community of Heidelberg, which already is starting to see refugees coming in.
Bentley said an investigation is currently underway to find the best way to spend those funds. Newstalk Times 612.
Newstalk, KGVO.
Missoula's official weather station.
Mostly cloudy to cloudy skies today with scattered showers expected early. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 50s. Tonight, isolated showers. Rain likely with isolated thunderstorms on Thursday. I'm meteorologist Brooke Foster for KECI 13.